Hey, Iandoro. Hey. Shalina Nina. Fizo baby.
And what keeps you going? What motivates you?
Yeah. So what's really keeping me going despite all the challenges I face is we are Rwanda. Rwanda went through a lot of difficult moments, when I can say atrocities, and I feel like at the age I am right now, I'm still have enough energy to bring my contribution to make Rwanda a better place and make sure that we'll never go back to where we came from. So yeah, by creating a business, not only of course I was resolving my problem, the problem we had with sending money back home, but also we are creating jobs. You know, we have already 7 employees. I know it's still small, but on my level, I'm contributing to the building of this country. And also, as you know, in Rwanda, one person working sometimes has like 7 people behind.
Yeah.
And our job, I'm not saying we are paying like Google, but we are paying much better than in any simple job. You know, so it's really contributing to build Rwanda in a way that one day we cannot even think about having a war again.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the questions about you as an entrepreneur, what sacrifices have you made so far to become this successful entrepreneur that you are?
A lot, my friend, a lot. Where do I start? I lost my girlfriend because when I told her I'm going back to Rwanda, she's like, "Are you crazy?" You know, it's not everybody who understands that.
Yeah.
Let's be quite honest here.
Exactly.
People will say, "Okay, go and visit," but leaving a job, you know, I was 30, 31, something, 32 or 31, yeah, and you decide to quit a well-paid job in Canada. A career, you give up a career and say, I'm going to Rwanda. And she thought I was crazy. So that's the first sacrifice, but now I think she's regretting. So the second thing is I took all my economies. I mean, all the savings I had, I invested into this business, meaning if it doesn't succeed, I'm screwed, right?
Yeah.
And but I don't see it as a sacrifice, see it as a real investment. And other sacrifices, you don't really have a social life. You know, when you're in business, in tech business, you don't have at all any social life. You work 24 hours, 7 days, so your cycle of friends get reduced, and it's stressful. So yeah, the list is too long. Yeah.
I can understand, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, what are your favorite aspects of being an entrepreneur in Rwanda?
Favorite aspect? I mean, we feel like we are the, how do you call it, pioneer, like the first people who starting a movement here, especially in the IT industry.
Definitely.
We don't have a lot of IT companies in Rwanda. So whenever you do something little positive and remarkable, you get, of course, noticed right away, and you inspire youth people.
Yeah.
It really feels good that really, in such short period of time, you're contributing already in many ways to the building of this country.
And a bit more about you. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your non-working time?
Except,
if you have that.
well, I go to church when I have time. I know it's kind of weird hobby, but it is a hobby because it's so hard that if you don't believe, I don't care which God you pray, but if you don't believe, you cannot make it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I like to drive around Kigali because it's so beautiful. And it's changing every month, something new, and especially during the night, you see the lights. It's good, and I do some sport. I do run, swimming sometime. Yeah, so I don't really have one specific hobby that I play guitar, like the bass. So yeah.
Yeah. And coming to closing, what 3 pieces of advice would you give to people who would like to start something in Rwanda?
It's actually it's very simple. Just start it. Start whatever you have in your mind. The second thing is don't just resolve local problem, because that's what I've seen in many startups here or companies. You have to dream big, and dreaming big is not just Rwanda. It's really dreaming outside, even outside one. Of course, you start by resolving a local problem,
Yeah.
but in the long run, this has to be something that will be scalable elsewhere. So the third thing also is to be open to the new ideas. Don't try to copy and paste something that has been done in the past. That I've seen here, where, for example, we have a problem in a shop, and you see the solution they brought in. It's a solution that you saw when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So I think Rwandans, we should now really be very quick to open our mind, because otherwise Kenyans or Ugandans will come in and bring in those new solutions.
Yeah.
And at the end, we will end up using something imported from Kenya or Uganda. Why we could do this here? So it's really those three things. And if people do that, I think there's no reason they shouldn't be successful.
Well, thank you for this interview.
Thank you for your time.
But we do have some extra first.
Okay.
I did ask some people to send in some questions via
Really?
Snapchat,
Wow.
and we'll go through them, just a couple of them.
Sure.
Okay, for some Snapchat questions, I've just read them, and most of them we covered it, and except for this one. This one is from Steve. What studies did you complete? And do you need a degree in business administration, for example, to do business in Rwanda? What are the qualities that are required?
That's actually a good question. And why I'm saying that, because many people ask me, have you studied are you a tech person? And I'm not at all. My background, I did my college degree in new medias in Canada.
Yeah.
And then my university degree, I have 2 bachelor degree in marketing, and the other one is public relations.
Yes.
So it has nothing to do with tech things.
Oh, really?
And as you can see also, there's nothing to do in business, right?
Yeah.
So you don't really need to be pilot in order to be a CEO of Air Rwanda or KLM. Most of those CEOs of those companies actually have no idea of even how the engine of a plane works. However, they have a clear idea, a clear vision of what problem they are resolving and what solution they are bringing. So as long as you have you have identified a clear problem, and you know there's nobody else that have been resolving this problem, and you have also a clear solution, you don't need a degree in business, you don't need to be a tech person. You're simply going to find the right people to do what you want to be done.
Yeah. Great question indeed.
Yeah.
All right, Muhire. Thank you very much.
Thank you
For your interview. If you have any further questions, please just post them in the comments below, and I will make sure that Muhire answers them for you. Thank you for watching, and I guess I will see you again in the next video.
Thank you. Bye-bye.